What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello Ultimate figure from Super7. Now, I wasn't going to get this line originally because at the price point, they are hard to swallow. These are not cheap figures, which I will talk about more in the video later on, but they look great. And on Free Comic Book Day, a local comic book store had my Leonardo and Raphael on sale for $35 a piece. So I went ahead and grabbed them, of course. And then that meant I had to buy Michelangelo, but I had some credit for on Mercari to get him. So I got him for about $40 after shipping and handling. And so really, Donatello is the only one that I paid full price for. And seeing as though Donatello is the best turtle out of the bunch, I'm okay with that. This is just the shipper. There's really nothing to talk about here. Nickelodeon, Super7. On the back, you get some legalese. There's a barcode. I don't really think you're going to need that barcode for anything. But then opening him up on the side here, I don't want to rip the box. But you open that up. I already did open him. Like, the shipper comes off. And then this is the box. You see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it does come with like a plastic wrapping over it. It says Ultimates there, but I did take that off. Donatello with the bow staff. So this is like, the packaging is great on these. I wish they would make these cheaper and not give such nice packaging. Like, I don't know. But it's a slip cover, as usual, if you're familiar with these. So you should know how that goes. Open that guy up and bam, you get to see my boy Donnie looking all good in here. Get a shit ton of accessories, which we will go over in a little bit. So this looks awesome. It says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donatello. You get like that sewer brick pattern on the side here, which I really like. There is the read up for Donnie, which I think they're all different. So that's pretty cool. On the back, you get like spot varnish Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the power box. I don't know. I think this looks sick. At the top, you get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. On the bottom, there's another barcode if you need that. But yeah, Donnie, like I said, is my favorite turtle. So I'm very happy to finally have this. But without further ado, let's go ahead and open this guy up and take a closer look. So taking Donatello out of the packaging, he's pretty par for the course with the rest of the turtles. I don't really think that there's anything super special about him. Super, no pun intended. I don't think there's anything crazy about him that, you know, makes him super different from the turtles. In fact, I'm actually a little bit more disappointed with him than the other turtles, and I'll talk about that more in a second. But taking a look at Donnie himself, he sports that olive green. And I'll do a comparison with the other three turtles at the end because I do have them here. They're going to be my main display turtles now at school because they are just so amazing together. But this is actually the secondary head, which is the one I like better. I like the closed mouth on him. I'll talk about the other head during accessories. But yeah, he's got nice paint here within the front of the shell. On the back, you know, no real paint to speak of. It's just kind of like that molded dark green. He sports like an olive green, like I said. And then the purple, I wish the purple was a little bit brighter purple because it is very, very close to Leo's blue. Like, it kind of looked blue taking him out. It's a little bit more purple now, but I think a brighter purple would have done him better. Especially since, like, Mikey was such a bright orange. I think Donnie could have gotten away with a brighter purple, but I like the skin tone for him. This is kind of like the color I picture of Donatello. You get the D sculpted on there. Pause. On the back, you get the strap. This is the only new parts are this head, the strap, and the bow staff, which I think is the only new parts on this guy. And I think the slice of pizza is new for him too. But yeah, so he looks good going down. His nails are painted. Michelangelo's were not. I think Mikey's were the only ones that weren't painted. At least the ones on mine were not painted. So I don't know if that's for everybody, but Mikey's toes and nails were not painted, but Donnie's are. Which that's the kind of detail work I expect for figures at this price point. But yeah, so I think he overall looks really cool. Just, you know, pretty standard for what we've come to know with the Super7 Ultimates Turtles. But, you know, as Ultimates are pretty much known for, he does come with a shit ton of accessories. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. So, as always, when it comes to Super7, what they don't slack in is accessories. So I'm going to run through these and I'm going to give my opinions on them because I actually do have quite a bit of opinion on these. So starting off with the kind of boring stuff, he does come with a pair of open hands, which I like these a lot. a pair of horizontal gripping hands. So these ones hinge inward, whereas the ones on his body right now are vertical hinges, which I will probably use those more. You get a pair of fisties so he can be duking it out, and all the nails are painted on all of them, which I do like because that was lacking in the Michelangelo one. There were no nails painted unless it was just on mine, but I don't think so. You get the open turtle com and the closed turtle com, which I don't know if these are new. I can't really remember. Either way, those are pretty cool. I do like the turtle comms. I think Donnie works having something like this. I'll probably have him posed holding a turtle comm. You get 2 shurikens or like ninja stars. They look cool. I like the silver paint on those. We've seen these before. I'm pretty sure we've seen these before. We have seen both of these weapons. All 3 of these weapons, actually. I have no idea what the frig they're called, but you do get a nice wash on them. The silver paint is gorgeous. You get both of them. I don't really know what they're called. You get like this knife thing. I forget what it's called. I know the name of this one. It's just slipping my mind right now. I forget. But you get this bladed weapon there. And then you do get a slice of the pizza, which looks fine. I think we had this before too. I could be wrong. I know Mikey came with the whole ass box, I'm pretty sure. But, all right, those are fine. You get 2 bow staffs. Can somebody tell me why? Because they're the same exact thing, pretty much. Just a little bit of paint variation with the wash, but I mean, that's a wash, so they're going to be different. And they're the same size. I thought maybe one would come apart, but mine are not coming apart. Why does he have 2? I don't know. Am I missing something? Is one supposed to be longer? Did I get a dud or something? I don't know. Let me know. I mean, they look great for what they are. I'm just really confused as to why he came with 2. I would have rather had a different accessory, like a pair of goggles. I think a pair of goggles for this guy would have been sick. But he does hold the bow staff nice, I guess. It's a little tight in his hand, but you gotta like just twist it in there. Just watch for paint rub, and he does hold it good. And then the last accessory he does come with is an alternate head, which I already showed, but this is the one that he comes with, the one that's meant to mimic the vintage figure. So it does look good. I think they're all the same sculpt between the turtles. I like the non-vintage heads better personally, but I can understand why people would want to have these in their collections. I actually think that it's a cool idea. And kind of the whole point of this line. But yeah, why does he come with 2 staffs? Now, my big complaint with the accessories is we've seen most of these before. I feel like for the price point, seeing as though the only really new sculpted things on this, like I said, are the staffs, the strap, and the head, give us something else new or lower the price point. That's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think about that. But I don't know. That could just be me. But let's go ahead and run through his articulation. So running through his articulation, which shouldn't be a surprise, it's the 4th time we've seen it now. The head moves up that much, head moves down that much, so barely not at all. You get a little bit of pivot and a rotation. The shoulders move outwards that far, down that far, rotate 360. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow with a rotation on there. You do get vertical hinges on him in the package and swivel, but like I mentioned on the other one, all the other ones are horizontal hinges, so that's fine by me. You do get like this like ab joint in there, so it will pivot and rotate slightly, but it doesn't really afford much. It'll crunch a little bit, so kind of pointless, but you know, whatever. I guess it's cool that it's there. The hips always scare me a little bit, but they do splitties. He will kick forward that far, back not so much. You do get a thigh cut, like thigh rotation, but I feel like the ball pegs for the hips could have been moved in a little bit more on the turtles. They're kind of down a little bit, but whatever, not that big a deal. You do get a single jointed knee that does rotate. It does rotate, yeah. I got scared for a second, but it does rotate. And then you do get great ankles that go down, up, and pivot all the way around. So the articulation's okay. I mean, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Just double joints would be nice on these guys. At least they're pinless. If they were to ever re-release Lion-O from the Thundercats with pinless, I would probably get that, because I do want a Lion-O in my collection, but I just haven't really made one that I want, and I'm not the biggest fan of Thundercats to get that. I just kind of want the character on the shelf. But yeah, articulation's decent on these guys. It just could be better for the price point. Now it's time for the comparison that I'm pretty sure everyone, including myself, was waiting for, because at the time of this, I really haven't gotten them all together. So we're going to go ahead and put him with his brothers. So here he is with Leonardo, which is my second favorite turtle. Then we go ahead and add Michelangelo, which is my third favorite turtle. And then adding my least favorite turtle as I drop my box cutter, we got Mizyor, Raphael. And these guys, they are pricey, don't get me wrong, but having them together looks so awesome. I am a big fan of how these look together. I think Michelangelo looks a little bit out of place. I think his orange, compared to the others, is a little too bright, and his face sculpt looks a little bit too goofy, but overall, these look great together, and they're going to be my new main set of turtles. On the shelf, I'm going to bring these ones to school and put away the Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versions, which are great versions, don't get me wrong. I'm not getting rid of them, I'm just putting them away. These guys look badass. So, very happy to have these together. I like all the different skin tones between them. I like when the turtles have different skin tones because, it's never really confirmed that they're all the same species of turtles. So, I don't know. This is pretty badass, and I really, really like having these guys together. So, it is that point in the video where I know you guys are asking yourself, yo, Ant, what are you thinking of this figure? And I gotta say, Donatello is, like I said many times at this point, my favorite turtle. So I was waiting for him. I was waiting for my boy Donnie to make his way home to me and his brothers. But, you got to take into consideration that these are $50 to $60 figures on an average day. You might get lucky like me and get it on sale for, a little bit less, $45, $50 after shipping and handling. But, with that being said, does the price really justify the figure here? And in ways, I think it does. You do get a bunch of accessories, and you do get a really nice figure. One thing about accessories that I do want to mention is you do get that rack where it's like all the molded pieces, but I don't take that out of the packaging because you ruin the package taking out them, and I don't have anywhere to store those, and I'm never going to take them off. But, you do get a good amount of accessories with it, but, it is still a hard pill to swallow getting all of those. But it is still a badass looking figure. And like I just said about a minute ago, seeing all of them there together is so freaking awesome. They look great together. But that's just my opinion. I would love to know what you guys think. If I was to give this figure a rating, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. Nothing crazy, but really good nonetheless. So, with that being said, I believe that's all I have for today. So do yourself and me a favor and like, comment, subscribe on the video if you have not already. I took a bunch of cool pictures of this guy with his brothers. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram and check those out. It's always appreciated. At 500 subs, I will be doing a live stream. I've always wanted to try a live stream, but right now I don't know if I have the following for that. So hopefully at 500, you guys would be interested in seeing that, which at this rate isn't going too slow. I'm only about 150 away. So help me out with that, guys. Would be much appreciated. But that's all I got for today. So as always, you coppin', let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.